Hello, everyone. Hi, it's William here, and I'm at Star Cottage Studio, and I hope you're all doing well. It's been a wild day. We've done so much today. I'm like, whew, it's a little warm in here. It's only 39 degrees outside, but inside here at Star Cottage Studio, it's about 76, 77, something like that. We have the pellet stove going. We have the heat pumps going. Um, it's warm, and I've been running around like crazy. Hello, Harry. I see you're here. Hello, Michelle. Happy birthday to your son, Michelle. I see he's 25 today. Hope you all have a happy birthday. So you're going out to dinner tonight at a sushi restaurant. That's nice. That's a good deal. I hope you all have a great time celebrating. We have a number of things to show you today, but first, if you're out there like Harry and Michelle did, please say hi in the comments and let me know, so I know I'm not just talking to, myself, or just Harry and Michelle out there. We like to know who's out there. We like to hang out with you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Julie is here. Harry says, some of the food like that I like, but raw fish, no. Says it's 56 degrees here. Yeah, I used to really like sushi a lot. But I never ate it all that much. But I really did like it. Most of it anyway. Sometimes you got into the more strange things I wasn't a big fan of, but basic fishes and things like that I was good with. But yeah. What is going on with everybody? How are you? I feel like it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. Um, when has it been since? Monday? What day is today? Thursday? Hello, Julie. Thanks for joining in. I don't know what day it is ever. Yes, it's Thursday, right? Thursday. We have class tomorrow in store. Jen is going to be there for classes tomorrow. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us. So we've been doing a lot lately. We had our book club meeting on Monday, as well as went over some African beads. So if you missed any of that, the book club meeting, even Andrew couldn't make it because he had another appointment that came in at the same time. We postponed that book club meeting like 3 times. The virtual book club meeting was me and Norma hanging out, and I didn't get a chance to read most of the books, and it had been a while since Norma did, so we kind of just caught up, which was really nice. We just hung out and caught up. No one else was able to join us, I guess. It's been a wild time with Halloween and the holiday and not knowing what day that is for a lot of people. It was a weird timing thing, I think. But the banner for the new book is up, and I'm blanking on it right now because I should have looked at it, but I didn't. But it is up in the book club. So if you look up Inspired by Reading on Facebook, you can see our book club and you can join us there. You do have to request to join that one. It is not an open, like our design challenge group is an open group. The book club is a closed group. So if you want to join us for that, you can join us there. We generally meet virtually on the last Monday, I think it is, the last Monday of every month. And I put up the banner for the date and the book that we're reading for this month. And you can check that out. And the idea behind our book club is we read one book a month, and then you make something inspired by that book. And you can be making that during the book club meeting, the virtual book club meeting if you want to, or you can make it beforehand and show us what you've made. Whatever works for you. A lot of times we're a little bit behind, so we're usually making during the meeting, but that's okay too. So we did that on Monday. On Tuesday, what was Tuesday? Tuesday was my day at my other job. Andrew did some African beads. Boy, I'm behind on everything. I'm trying to remember if that's what he did. I feel like we did something else in between. I could be wrong. He did some African beads yesterday while I was at my pottery. I know he did that then. I feel like Tuesday was something else, but I could be wrong. See, maybe you're answering me in the comments. I got to get through the comments here. Norma is here. Let's see. Cindy says hello. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining in. Good day to you too. Teresa is here with us. Thank you for joining us, Teresa. Suzanne is here. AG Beat fam. Our AG Beat fam is coming in. The door's opening here. We're getting people pouring in. So thank you all for joining us. Sandra at Sweet Pea Gemstones is here. Let's see here. Oops. Comments jumped. Andrew, Other Birds. That's the name of the book. Other Birds. So that is the book for November. Are we in November? Holy moly, we're in November. So November's book is Other Birds. If you go to our website, there's a club and groups tab or groups and clubs tab, one of those two. And you can find a link to Amazon, which is an affiliate link. We get a little kickback if you buy the book there in any form that you buy it. And you can grab it there if you'd like to. Susan, our neighbor, is here. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Tuesday was Halloween. That's why. I was like, there was something I'm missing, because we've only done the 4 days of the African beads. And I know 2 were last week. And I'm like, there's been more days this week. Tuesday, we took the night off because of Halloween. That's right. So there was no live. And a lot of you had said you're staying in and watching movies, or you had to take your kids or your nieces and nephews or your grandkids trick-or-treating. So we said, let's just give everyone a break. And we took Tuesday off. That makes sense. That was Halloween. And I forgot all about that because I was at my other job and I was not back here in town for Halloween. So there you go. I actually stopped to see my mom and delivered wood pellets to her. We usually buy pellets together, and I take some and she takes some, and I deliver them up to her when I'm at my other job because she lives close to that. And we unloaded that and just had a good chat and played with our dogs in the yard and just had a little bit of nice quality time. So that was good. Susan is with us. Hello, Susan. My aunt is here, Aunt Deb. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Who else is here? Michelle says, I just posted in your Tryers group before the live started. Just made 3 new patterns in square stitch last night. Nice. I'll have to check that out. I have been trying to get back to posting on my William Tries Things. I've been sharing a little bit about that today. If you don't know, both Andrew and I have our own accounts on Facebook and Instagram and all that. Mine is called William Tries Things, and it is just that. I try new things. I try to encourage people to try new things, get out of your comfort zone a little, allow yourself to be terrible at things, especially when you're first getting started, right? It's okay to be terrible at things, and just try new stuff and give yourself that freedom to create and make, and stop telling yourself you're not good at something, or, you know, especially if you've never tried it. If you've ever tried it, you're going to be terrible at it at first, probably. That's usually how things work, right? I don't know about that, but it's going to take a while. It's not like the day-to-day things that we do as adults. We tend to get into our own kind of ruts, and we do the same thing every day, and we're good at it, right? We have learned how to maximize our time. We have learned how to, you know, cut out the any type of, you know, anything that slows us down. We've learned how to streamline and all that to our daily lives and our daily work for a lot of cases. And then when we try new things, we often get very frustrated because we hit those snags, and we, you know, we tend to get bogged down in the details, right? And sometimes we're not used to that as adults, and we're not used to trying to overcome that and just allowing ourselves to be like, I don't have to be perfect at this because I didn't spend the last 15 years perfecting it yet, right? So that's what I try to do on the William Tries Things, and I encourage you to join my William Tries Things page. And I also have a group called the Tryers, where you can be a trier with me and you can try new things, and we post, and there's a lot of different things that people are doing. I know Harry's playing around with some sound and some painting techniques. Michelle is trying always new different patterns with seed beads and things like that. We have people in there who try jewelry. We have, I know Marianne, I don't know if Marianne's with us today. She tries paper crafts and things like that. So it's really good to see what people are trying outside of just here at Allegory Gallery, where we see a lot of jewelry making. My aunt says, ready for the time change. I am never ready for this time change. If you don't know me, I do not like standard time. I like daylight savings time. I like the time just like it is right now. I wish we could do away with standard time. But because I'm a night person, I like to have a little bit of day still in my evenings, and this allows me to do it. But once we go back, and right now it would be like 5:45 instead of 6:45, and it gets dark at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. That's harder for me. That's harder for me because I'm not a morning person. And even morning people end up waking up in the dark, and sometimes usually waking up in the dark and coming home in the dark. So I like day savings time, but I do not like standard time. But that's me. I know some of y'all are steadfast standard time. You hate the daylight savings time. You can't wait to get back to regular time again. And some of y'all don't change at all, right? But I like daylight savings time. Cindy says, try till you get better, right? Yeah, you either try till you get better. If you enjoy something, if you think you're going to enjoy it, try it until you get better at it. If not, if you don't enjoy it, you've still tried it, then drop it and move on to something else, right? Sometimes you try things and it's not for you, and that's okay. At least you gave it a try. Instead of spending your whole life wondering, if I would have tried that, maybe I would have liked it, right? So that's what my group is all about, and my page is all about. And then Andrew has his own page called Andrew Thornton Artist. And if you want to see what Andrew gets up to in his artwork and his metalwork and enameling and silversmithing and all that good stuff, that sometimes even painting that is sometimes outside of the realm of Allegory Gallery, or sometimes he shows kind of process shots, or more than you'll see. A lot of times here at Allegory Gallery, we show you the finished product of things, right? You get to see the end results of things because we put them up for sale. But sometimes along the way, we have process shots and all that. And Andrew shows a lot of that on his Andrew Thornton Artist page. He also goes into much more detail oftentimes on his thought process and his creative process. So if you want to know kind of more of the thinking behind the making, that's a great place to do that. So you can find him on Andrew Thornton. Make sure you put that N in there. Thornton. Thornton, Andrew Thornton Artist, on Facebook and on Instagram. All right. Let's see. Cindy says, I was the worst weaver, but I became a teacher. That's great. That's great. Seeing, if you would never have tried, you would have never known, right? And that's the thing. If you don't keep trying, and if you like something, even if you're terrible at it, there is something to say for doing something you enjoy, whether you're great at it or not. I think so much these days we feel this need. I know we do, because our creative life is our living, is how we make a living. But there's this push and this almost need to feel like you have to sell, or whatever you're doing, whatever you're making, whatever you're trying. And you don't have to. Sometimes you can be terrible at something, but you love doing it, so you do it anyway. Maybe you like playing with found objects, but it's not something you're ever going to sell, but it brings you joy. That's great. My grandmother, I know on my dad's side, loved to do puzzles. It was nothing. She didn't, some people hang up their puzzles and, frame them and all. She just tear it apart when she was done, move on to the next puzzle. But it was something that she enjoyed doing. She also did ceramics too. So that runs in my family a little bit now. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. Harry says, I do not care which time. I wish the powers that be would just pick one. That could be easier too. Nowadays, I think we're so, there's so much tech and there's so much And I know they say it was for farmers originally. I don't know if that's actually the case or if that's just one of those things that people say. Um, I think it was during the war to save on um, utilities and all that. It was supposed to be for that, I think. But yeah, it would be helpful just to have one time. Just to have one time. Let's see here. Cindy says, we voted to get rid of time change in California, but still not happening. See that? Susan says, I love when daylight savings time goes away. I hate daylight until 9 p.m. during the summer when it's horribly hot and humid. See, I love it because I can get more done. Because when it's 9, at least usually by then, the humidity and heat maybe has gone away. I don't know. But I'm going to be up. I know some people like to go to bed around 9 or 10, or they have to because of their work. And so that would be annoying, trying to go to bed when it's light out. But I am fully a night person, no matter how much I would love to be a morning person, because I feel like I get so much more done, maybe. But whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I like having that nighttime light. But I get it for people who don't. Our other friend Teresa is here. Cindy says, I became good because I loved it. That's right. Sometimes you fall in love with things and you don't even know. Michelle says, I'm getting into square stitch now. That's awesome. Andrew says, I would like to try a new texture wheel from Guesswain. Of course he would. I'm sure that's not a free try of something. How about try some of those things you've already got? How about that? He says, I've tried all those. Keep working on them. Hello, Susie. Thanks for tuning in. So what are we doing today? We're taking a break from the African beads, the African trade beads. I thought maybe you might need a breather in between. Andrew says fighting words, right? How dare I say use what you've already got, right? Yeah, that's yeah. What's the fun of that, right? What's the fun when you can't buy new supplies? How much fun can you really be having if you're not buying new supplies, right? Harry says, I used to volunteer at the 2 local observatories as a telescope operator on public nights. I hated waiting until 10 to have a dark sky. That makes sense. Yeah, certain things I say make sense, but I don't know. In my life, I have always preferred daylight savings time. Cindy says, we always want new beads. Well, that's good because I've got a lot of new beads to show you. I have 30 to 40 different strands of beads. Really, I have more than that, but different kinds of strands of beads that I'm going to show you today. I put a bunch. I don't even know how many. I didn't count. I put a bunch of things on sale today. As many of you know, if you follow along with us, every Thursday, generally, sometimes I miss it, like last week, I think, when we had, was it last week? Whenever week it was, whenever we had Fort Ligonier days. I think I missed switching that week. But generally, when things are normal, every Thursday, I put new things into the sale collection on our website. So if you go to our website at any point in time, there's always something on sale. And that section always has things at least 15%. I always take at least 15% off. Sometimes it's a little more. It's never a little less. It's always at least 15%. And today, I said, let's go gemstone crazy today. So today I added a bunch of gemstones into the sale category and marked them at least 15% off, sometimes more. And so what I figured is gemstones are sometimes those things that you need to see moving and you need to see under different light. So I got my lights on and we're going to show you them in video. And what I'm going to do is, I thought ahead today. I wrote down the prices, the before price and the sale price, instead of just being like, these are on sale, but I don't know how much, because we've done that before when we've run late on time. But today I have 30 or 40 different kinds of strands. I have the pricing for you, and I also have the SKU. And what that is it's an S number. And if you want to find any of these strands in the online store, I'm going to give you the SKU to directly go to that particular strand. So hopefully that helps you get to the exact ones you want. I think you should go through the sale. There are 5 pages, I know. I don't know how many are on a page. There are at least 5 pages of sale items available, and I think they're mostly all gemstones. I think some check glass got in there too, 1 or 2 strands somewhere. But they're mostly all gemstones, and I think it's worth perusing through them anyway. But I'm going to show you 30 or 40 of them here under these lights, and just some of them are my favorites. Some of them I just pulled because, you know, I wanted to give you a good idea of both inexpensive and a little bit slightly more expensive stones. But we do not, you know, when we put things in our sale collection, I do not care if they are already inexpensive. Sometimes they go in anyway, and they get even more inexpensive. And sometimes they're quite expensive, and they go in and you get a nice discount off those for a week. So again, these change every Thursday. So next Thursday, what is currently in there and what I am showing you now will be gone, no longer on sale. You won't be able to get that sale price again. So if you do see something you like, grab them as soon as you can, because some of these strands there are only 1 of. Some of them there are like 3 of. So quantities are limited. And that's often the case with us, just because we buy in small quantities. We would rather buy in small quantities and offer you multiple different things than just buy a bunch of all one thing. We're a small store, itty bitty store. And so we have to do it this way, but we think that's the best way. Small quantities of things, a variety of things, but always good quality. Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in. So, anything else? Oh, how about this? I have a surprise for all of you. I hope none of you purchased yet. I think my sales have not gone up yet because save extra using discount code LIVE. So for any of these strands I am showing you today, they're already 15% or more off in the sale collection. That price will get taken right to your cart. You don't have to use a discount code. You don't have to do anything. I've already adjusted the prices. They will show you them slashed out, and you'll see that the sale price. So for example, if it's $10 and now it's $8.50, the $10 will be slashed out. You'll have $8.50 written beside it. And when it goes in your cart, it will show you just the $8.50. It won't show you the slashed out price during the first part of your cart. I think when you actually go to checkout, then you'll see all the slashed out prices, I think. No, it puts it in at $8.50. And then what we have is use discount code LIVE. And if you go to your checkout and you put in the discount code LIVE, you're going to save an extra 5%. So I'm giving you all, just for watching, an extra 5% discount on anything in the sale collection. All right. Cindy says you're repeating in video. You might want to refresh your page. Sometimes that happens on Facebook, and I don't know why. So maybe refresh and get to the live portion if it's being a pain in the you know what, if it keeps happening. Or you can watch on YouTube. We're also streaming on YouTube, youtube.com/allegory gallery or facebook.com/allegory gallery. So you're going to get how about, do you like that, everybody? An extra 5% discount. I know it's not a lot, but on some of these things are inexpensive as it is, but you're already getting 15% off, and you're going to get an extra 5. So if you like that, please give me a thumbs up or a heart. How about that? I'll make some fireworks about that. Sounds good to me. So you can also give us that heart. There you go. Suzanne says we're freezing on her end too, no matter what she does. Cindy said it worked for her though to refresh. I don't know why. We should be streaming fine here, I think. And it's everybody just on Facebook who's having issues. I have not heard anybody on YouTube having issues. So maybe try YouTube. That might work better. Sorry, it's not working on Facebook. I don't know why. Sometimes each one's bad. Sometimes Facebook is bad. Sometimes YouTube. Usually Facebook. Andrew says he's fine and he's on Facebook. And Andrew's actually using the same network I am. So if my network was slow, he would definitely be experiencing something. Harry says no issues on YouTube. Good. Sandra says the same thing. It's fine on YouTube. Michelle's having no issues on YouTube either. There's Carmen, no issues with Facebook. So I don't know. Sometimes Facebook for certain people I know have problems. So sorry if you are. It doesn't seem to be on our end. Our internet seems to be okay here. Andrew would definitely be having issues here using the same network as I am, if that were the case. But we have a pretty good internet here, so we shouldn't be. So hopefully you like that, the extra 5% discount. Don't forget to use it. I cannot go and apply it afterwards, y'all. So use that discount code when you purchase, if you purchase. Hopefully you'll like some of these things and you'll want to purchase them. All right. So, since people were asking on Facebook, kitten update. Our kittens have been a little under the weather. We don't know why. Pretty much every morning I've been late to work lately because there has been some kind of explosion in their little kitten overnight room. I won't talk about what kind of explosion that is. We talk about that stuff enough sometimes. So I've had to clean the bathroom, which is where they stay overnight, because it's on linoleum, pretty much every morning. And I've been running late to work pretty much because I'm rounding up kittens and cleaning kittens. We had to take some baths with the kittens yesterday because it was getting wild, especially Tallulah. She has long hair. She's not quite used to it yet, especially when she has some issues. But we were trying to switch them from full kitten food over to adult cat food. And they only have, we only give them wet food. We don't give them dry food generally. Sometimes they eat some of the crunchies from the boys when I give them treats and things. But we've learned from a number of vets that wet food is generally better because it doesn't dehydrate cats as much as dry food. If they have too much dry food, they can get overly dehydrated, which we had kidney problems in some of our previous cats. Paolo and Babette both had it. So we give them wet food, and it's a little too much, I think. Maybe we tried to transition too fast or too much. So today I went and got some kitten food, and we're adding it in and mixing it in with some of the adult food to try to make the transition maybe a little less tummy upsetting. It's either that or maybe it's some kind of a bug because more than one of them have it, but not all of them. So anyway, for those of you wondering how they're doing, they are getting better. Today when I came home, and I checked on them here when I came home in between the store and doing this live, there was no mess. There was no bad mess in the kitten room. So that was a good sign. And they were just kind of chilling out in there, and they're being a little bit picky about their food. And so I think it is, there's something, whether it's the food or whether they just have a little bug, they are being a little bit picky with their food. And yeah, but I think we're adjusting. I think we're getting better. Hopefully incorporating some kitten food back in, and maybe it was just too much all at once, but they're doing okay. And I think they're hopefully on the mend, because the last few days of cleaning up every morning, every afternoon, every evening has been a little bit rough. A little bit rough. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but it's been a little rough. So, but they are doing better. So thank you to all of you out there who have been asking, whether it's on my timeline or Andrew's timeline. Andrew's been posting about it on his personal timeline on Facebook a little bit. So thank you all for, your concern. They seem to be doing better. They just had a little bit of, I think it's food switch over. So, and we tried to switch them over before, and a little bit of this happened, but not as much. And I went back to full kitten food, and maybe I shouldn't have gone all the way back and all the way. So it's probably just back and forth. But we're going to try and ease them into adult food as they're getting older. Even though the kitten food is still good for them. Anyway, so that's that. So kittens are good. They're not here though. They don't come to the cottage yet. I don't know if they'll ever come to the cottage, but maybe someday we'll have pictures of them here at Star Cottage. But anyway, so anything else? I think that's it. Let's take a look at some gemstones. And remember, for those of you watching, I'm not publishing this extra discount anywhere else. I've not put it in the email. I've not put it in the text messaging. I've not put it on anything on the posts for this. This is just for you all who watch our lives. Thank you so much for watching. You get to save an extra little bit, and that discount code will last until we change the sale collection again next week. So I'm going to leave that up so that if you're rewatching this, you still get that discount until next Thursday, or at least the end of the day, Wednesday, however that all works out. So use that extra, save an extra 5%, everybody. All right. Let's flip the camera around and let's see what we've got. Are you ready? Are you ready for some gemstone viewing? Let me see. Hopefully you like these. I tried to pick good ones. I picked some of the things that I really enjoy. Some of my favorite gemstones, some things that I think you're going to have a good time making stuff with. We try to be very, thoughtful when we pick these things for the sales. It's not like, I don't just like select a bunch of stuff and say, okay, you're on sale. I literally spend probably too much time hand curating a lot of these sales. If you've seen before, a lot of times we've had artisan things, or I try to do different kinds of things that kind of make sense together, or that I think you might be using right now, or that I see you all using in the design challenge group sometimes, right? Hello, Danette. Thanks for joining in. We're just getting started now. So the first thing I wanted to show you is we have some dyed jade strands, and I'm just going to show you a bunch of these strands. These are really pretty. They come in 3 different sizes, and I don't know if I've put them all on sale. I selected a bunch. So let's see here. You're going to get 3 different sizes. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining us. So we have 3 different sizes of these. They are dyed jade strands. They are originally $7 a strand, I believe, and they're down to $5.50. And then if you take that discount code and you plug that in your shopping cart, plug in live when you check out, you're going to get an extra 5% off. So you don't get just the 15% in the sale collection, which they're already discounted. And by doing it this way, by already discounting them by hand, which is what I do, I go through each individual strand, and we discount it by hand. And then we give you this little discount code so you can save an extra 5%, right? So there you go. And you have 3 different sizes of these. They come in all colors. Well, a lot of colors anyway that are left. And you can get the 15%, which takes it down to, I think, $5.50, and then you get an extra 5% when you plug in live in your shopping cart. All right. So there you go. And already I'm blocking users, it looks like. Using gay slurs. No good, y'all. No good. We ain't having that. So if you saw that comment, sorry about that. We're going to have those people pop up every once in a while, especially when we're streaming publicly, right? All right. So that is that for the dyed jade. Just go into the sale collection. You'll see all that dyed jade in there. And let's start with some of the other strands. Let's start with some of the other strands. Now I have these all bagged up, so you're going to hear the bags rattling and moving around, which I think is ASMR, right? That's cool anyway. All right, first up is this. Andrew says, you handled that better than I would have. I have zero tolerance for homophobia. I know, right? I know. It just, if you could tell, my speech pattern changed, I'm sure, a little bit when that happened, and that's why it throws me off a lot. It makes me angry, but just try to deal with it. Just breathe, right? Those people aren't worth it. So this is labradorite, and these are these beautiful kind of simple cut, faceted pieces of labradorite. This is the strand here. And this strand is originally $16.50, which I think, you know, some of these are old prices, y'all. We've had some of this stuff in our online store for a while. So, you know, that's the thing about being a small bead store. We don't always sell out of everything, even though we buy in smaller quantities. Sometimes people don't see it. And we do a lot. So sometimes you miss stuff. So this is this bead strand. Normally $16.50 only, down to $14. And then if you put code LIVE in your shopping cart, it'll go from 14 down an extra 5% off. So you're saving the 15%, at least 15%, which is what the sale category is. And then you'll save an extra 5% off of that price in addition, because we like you and you watch our lives and we want to give you something special. So isn't that nice? I love these. I love I love simple cut stuff. I love this chunky stuff. These are like little chunks, and I love labradorite. How can you not love labradorite? So there you go. Are y'all still out there, just being quiet? I don't know what I expect. Applause for each one of these strands. I think they're such good. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the SKU for that is S0689. I told you I'd try and tell you the SKU. S0689. If you type that into our search bar, you don't have to go through all the collection and looking for it. You don't have to type labradorite in. Just type S0. That's a 0, not O. S0689. If you type that in, it'll go right back. It'll go right back into that part number. My other job uses part numbers. If you type that in, it'll go right to that strand. Oh my goodness. Anne says, oh my gosh, I just opened my box from AG. In addition to my beautiful beads, I got my frog painting. It's so wonderful. Oh, good. So many people are getting some good stuff out there. So thank you all so much for supporting us. I am seeing my pottery being opened by people like every day, and I love it. Andrew's paintings are getting out to people. The treasure hunt boxes are getting out to people. I hope you're all loving what you get from us. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Anne. Sandra says, if I buy, can you hold my purchases till I get back? Yes, but please, Sandra, please, 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 I will try to tell Barb, and I will leave Barb a note, but please put it in your order, in your notes, the date that you return. Put do not ship until in the notes on your order. And then Barb will see that. In case she misses my note, or, you know, I forget to send a note sometimes. That happens. But yes, please say do not ship until, and then put the date in that you know you'll be back, and Barb will make sure that she holds it until then. All right. Cindy's clapping. Thank you, Cindy. That's the kind of response I want. Teresa's watching intensely. Good. I like that too. Okay. These are some spectacular strands of labradorite coming up. These are 3 strands. I'm going to show you them all together. Sandra says, sure, I can do that. Thank you. These are 3 strands together. I'm just going to show you them. This is labradorite. This is faceted, graduated labradorite. Look at how beautiful these are. Are they not stunning? Now, let me show you one strand, because I never like to, I never like anybody to say, well, you showed 3. I thought I was getting more than that. I always like to try to show you what you are going to get if you order them. If you order all 3, you'll get all those. But if you're just ordering one strand, this is an example of what you're going to get. Sorry, these are loose on here. They have a lot of room, so they're moving around a lot. But just so you can see them, whoops, I've had the dropsies today. That happens to me sometimes. Look at that, though. Donna says she's late. Hello, Donna. Yeah, this is only, I showed you some dyed jade. I showed you one strand of chunky, kind of chunky-ish simple cut labradorite, and now we're on this strand of labradorite. This is, you can see it's a graduated. They get a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, faceted rondelle labradorite. I have 3 strands available. These were originally $58. They are now on sale already for $49, which I think is a good discount, 58 to 49. And then if you put code LIVE in your shopping cart, you're going to get an extra 5% off just for watching this live and knowing about that code, because we're not sharing that code with anybody but those who watch our live. So thank you for watching. You get an extra 5% off of the cell collection this week just for watching our video about it. We appreciate you. No one else. We're not sharing that code outside of this live. This is what is that? That's the wrong number. This is S1179. S1179. If you plug that into your shopping cart, in the search function, it'll take you directly to that strand, and you can add them to your cart. So that's the SKU S1179. Next up, I told you I'm doing strands of all kinds tonight. This is larvacite. And these are big. I don't have, do I? Oh, I do. And it kind of maybe works. Oh, my battery's dead. Let me see if I can move this. Sometimes when you just move the battery around, it work again, right? Now that I did that, I can get the battery cover back on. I'm trying to use my digital calipers here, people. That's what I'm doing. And then I took the battery cover off, and now it doesn't want to go back on. But it's lighting up again. Give me just a moment more. Okay. These are about 10 and a half millimeters. Make sure this is zeroed out. Okay. Well, 10.5 millimeters. Donna asks, is larvacite black labradorite? I believe so, because I believe we have this listed as black labradorite. And you can see the flash there. You can see the flash there. These were originally only $18 a strand. They are now down to $15.25. And then you can save an extra 5% off of that price even using discount code LIVE. So yes, people do call larvacite black labradorite. I don't know 100. Andrew would be the one to ask if he's still watching. I don't know if it's the same formation as labradorite or if it's a totally different thing. Maybe someone else out there knows. But I know I do see larvacite being called black labradorite often. And so I think on our site we named it that as well because so many people are calling it black labradorite now. Sandra says, nice size. They are, right? 10, 10.5. My little thing saying 10.5. And that is S0692 is the SKU. S0692. You want to grab that strand and just throw it in your cart. That'll get you right to there if you use the search function on our site. Type in S0692. Andrew says they are different. Andrew says they're different. But I know a lot of people do call larvacite black labradorite. I've seen it a lot. Okay. Cindy says, my new favorite size is 10 millimeter. It's a good size to work with, especially for bracelets and things. But you know what I really love? In addition to that, is small things like these. Like these little strands of absolutely beautiful tourmaline. Andrew says they call it black labradorite because the name larvacite doesn't sell well. There you go. But it is a different stone than labradorite. So these are beautiful. Let me show you one strand. I have 4 strands here available of this. One strand, this is tourmaline in all the different wonderful forms of tourmaline. Look at the colors in there. Look at that indicolite down there. Isn't that beautiful? Some of that indicolite in there. So these strands start retail from us, and these are, I believe, 3 millimeter. Yeah, these are 3 millimeter faceted. 3 millimeter. Let me see if I can get up close on those facets. Micro-faceted tourmaline. June's asking about the hole size. It's hard for me to tell you what the hole size in a 3 millimeter is, but there's the string that's going through them right now. They're pretty nice. I don't even know if you would need like super fine beading wire to go through those. The fine might work. But these are stunning examples of tourmaline. Originally $34. We've brought them already down to $28.50 for one strand, $28.50. And then if you put that code LIVE in, you're going to save an extra 5% off of that $28.50 price. So I don't know what that brings it down to. I don't have my calculator because it's on my phone, which I'm using to stream this. But from $34 down to $28.50 down to 5% off of $28.50. And I think that is an awesome deal for tourmaline that looks this beautiful in these luscious colors and beautiful sparkling faceted 3mm rounds. So I'm just going to show you all the strands. You will get one of these strands if you order them. Michelle says perfect for weaving. They would be pretty good for weaving. They're not exactly, you know, if you need a real true size, same size pattern, they may not be exactly the same, but they would be great just to add into some of your weaving projects, I'm sure. Donna says the tourmaline beads are stunning. Susan says, OMG, that tourmaline, right? Norma says, clap, clap, party, tourmaline, heart. That says it all right there, I think. Beautiful strands, $34 down to $28.50 when you put it in your cart. Put the code LIVE in and you'll save an extra 5% even off of that. Only for you all. Everyone else in the world gets them at $28.50. You get the extra 5%. And these are S1207. S1207 is the SKU on those. If you want to just go right to that product, I recommend looking through the entire sale collection. But if you love those and you want to make sure you get them in your cart now, S1207 will get you there. Since we're talking tourmaline, let's have a look at another strand of tourmaline that I decided to put on sale for y'all today. I hope you're loving us for these sale prices because I think these are really good sale prices, especially in modern day times where everything is more expensive. A lot of these are based off of old prices too. So let's take a look at this tourmaline. These are 4 strands of tourmaline rondelles. And check those out. Aren't those pretty? And has anyone heard from Marianne? Are you watching? Has anyone heard from Marianne? I see she's been posting, but Andrew and I have both been like, she's not been on the lives. Is she okay? Has anyone been in touch with her? You know, when we don't see someone for a while, we start to get concerned. I know she has been posting, so at least I know she's around, but just want to make sure everything is okay. She normally doesn't miss lives, and I have not seen her much. This week, especially. I know everyone gets busy, but I just like to check in on y'all. So this is tourmaline. Norma says she may be traveling. That might be. I didn't know of any travel plans, but Donna says, no, she's not been on any of the lives this week. I was thinking about her yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping all is okay. So this is beautiful tourmaline. These were originally only $48 a strand, which I think is a dang good price. Let me show you just what one strand looks like, just so you can see. This would be a strand you could possibly get in your order. Look at the color. Look at the clarity, especially in a lot of these. Like, these are very nice examples of tourmaline clarity. Like, you can see straight through most of those, right to that cord. Cheryl says, I need my sunglasses, so sparkly, right? These are beautiful. Size on these, Donna, are approximately 3.4 millimeters, so about 3.5 millimeters. And these were $48 a strand. They are now down to $40 a strand, and that's before you put code LIVE in there for an extra 5% discount. All right. Susan says, no, maybe we should message her. Yeah, I was going to message her if I didn't see her tonight during the live. But if somebody wants to message her and let us know. I don't want people to feel like they can't take time off, but also we do get concerned. Just want to make sure everybody's okay. And like I said, we have seen her post a few things here and there, but not even a lot of that. Andrew said it's definitely not something, this cut is not something you're going to see everywhere. That's for sure. That's for sure. So there you go. $48 down to $40, down 5% extra when you plug in code live. Tori says, this is good as I need more practice identifying stones. That's nice. Hopefully, yeah, watching this can help, right? That's SKU S1177. S1177. The S in our system stands for Shopify, by the way, because we have multiple systems. Even though the other system is square, it still starts with an S. For some reason, I said I started all of our SKUs with S. S1177. All right. Whoa! I thought those were together. They were not. That actually makes it easier. I can show you just one. All right. Next up, these are gray agate. These are like a sandblasted gray agate to give them that matte finish, which I think gives them this kind of otherworldly glow to the beads. But I think these are really lovely. They were $15. They are down to $12.75 before your live discount code. So $12.75 only for the strand, which I think is a beautiful strand of that sandblasted matte gray agate. And they're smooth too. They're not rough. But I think the banding on these, and like I said, that internal glow that they get when they pick up the light, I just think looks really lovely. So these are S0471. S0471. And they are $12.75 before your extra discount on sale. Cindy loves the mat too. Me too. I love the mat. All right. Next up. Now these, I have a number of these. They are already finished necklaces if that's what you want to do with them. You can just buy them and wear them or give them as gifts if you want to. They're also priced so well that if you want to take this off and restring them and use them just as beads, you can do that. These are sterling. It's a sterling chain with a sterling lobster claw. So do make sure you save those. This is just the weight on there, by the way. That's not the price. Our price is much better than that. So these are Oahe blue opals. These are incredibly beautiful Oahe blue opal stones. They are graduated smooth rondelles. Each strand is going to be a little bit different, but just to give you an idea, this strand goes from about 6.5 millimeters up to the largest is about 11 millimeters. All right, so about 6.5 to 11, almost doubles in size by the end. These are Oahe blue opal. They started at $58 a strand. On sale already, they're showing up in the cart at $49.25, down from $58. And put in that code live, and you'll get an extra 5% off of that $49.25. So I think these are an exceptionally good deal. Like I said, they're a gift in and of themselves. If you just want to buy a gift for somebody, the Oahe blue opals at that price, I think that's a really good steal. This is S1199. S1199. All right. And let me just toy with your emotions a little bit. And I'm going to show you we have 3 of these strands available. And I'm just going to show you all of them together. Look at that. Isn't it amazing to be able to hold something like that? Just such a pretty, I love the delicate blue and kind of the ivory colors on these. Just gorgeous. Awahi blue opal. What's next? What should I do next? Now, here's a deal. You looking for a deal? Let me show you a deal. If you're looking for a deal, let me show you. And I have to show you the whole hank that I have here because Cindy was looking for something like those ovals. Well, you found them here. You found them if you need them. You know what these are, right, everybody? Do y'all know? These are corundum. These are rubies and sapphires, which if you don't know, it's all the same stone. It just depends on the color. Rubies are the red version. Sapphires are the blue and the gray and the yellow and all the other colors, right? These are corundum stones. So ruby and sapphire, this is a strand, mixed strands of rubies and sapphires. The picture on these on the website, I don't think is that great. In person, this is one, I took the picture from the website for these, and this is the reason I wanted to do this show tonight, is because it's like, people are not going to see how beautiful these are by this picture we have here. These are gorgeous stones. These are approximately 4 millimeter faceted rounds. And I don't know how, that's a lot of work to facet a ruby or sapphire at that size. So we have a lot of strands of these. We bought out all the ones that we could from the vendor, all the nice ones anyway, right? We hand pick everything, so if it's not nice, we don't pick it. But we picked out all of these. Do you want to know, if you didn't already look this up, one strand of these is already a freakishly good retail price on our site at $27. Only $27 a strand to start with. Our discount on them takes it down to $22.50. So each strand is only $22.50 now. And then if you use code LIVE, you save an extra 5% off of that $22.50. So what's that? An extra $1.12 or something like that, somewhere in there. $1.13. So you're getting them almost for $20 a strand, which is kind of ridiculous. When you look at them, they're like $20 a strand for rubies and sapphires. These are true rubies and sapphires. These are not, you know, the fake stuff. So there you go. There you are. And that is S0959 is the SKU. S0959. Donna says, which, take my word for it, that's an insanely good price. Yes. You know, people don't always believe us because we're the ones selling it to y'all, right? But that is a very good price for, I think, rubies and sapphires. Especially of that quality. Those were rated by our vendor as AAA grade quality, by the way. So that's saying a lot, I think. Okay. Who loves peridot? Do you love peridot? I love peridot. Let's look at some peridot. Bam. There's some peridot. If that's not peridot, and if that's not the color you expect, like, that is a beautiful quality of peridot. So let me show you a strand of these. I love this cut too. These are kind of like a coin cut, but they're like just, I forget what they're just like kind of lopped off. They're not like hard faceted. Donna says, no, I've seen just one strand of rubies at a show, and that one strand of AAA was way more than that. Right? Yeah, our prices, I think, are very good. Donna says, geez, that's some juicy peridot, right? It's almost like, I don't know, like melting ice. I love this kind of cut. And so we have, obviously, 6 strands available. My watch keeps beeping at me. 6 strands available of this. Now, peridot is not an inexpensive stone sometimes, especially when it's this nice. These normally are $48 a strand, which I think is a very reasonable price as it is. These are nice long strands. Just to give you an idea too, these are about 5.6, 5.7 millimeter, depending on where I grab them. 5.5, somewhere in there. About 5.5 millimeter wide. And normally they're $48 a strand. Very juicy, very clear. Like, look at the clarity. You're seeing right straight through to the core on those. You can see right in there to where that strand goes through them. That's some nice clarity there. They're on sale for $40 a strand only, 40, and then you get that extra 5% off of that, which is what? $2? So $38 only? $38? That's a dang good price for that peridot. I keep saying that, a dang good price. It just is. These are really good prices, everyone. S1198. S1198. And I've been seeing some orders come in as we're doing this. I thank you all for that. Like I said, many of these are limited in quantity. So grab them fast. That's all I can say. Michelle says, I bought your rubies and sapphires and your different peridot. Very happy with all of them. Thank you. Yeah, I think the quality is really good here. We buy from the same vendors over and over again. We really try to get the best prices for y'all. Did I say S1198? S1198 is the SKU on these. And we try to make sure that, you know, if we buy the same from the same vendors over and over, they usually give us better pricing, and we can make sure that we are getting good quality too. Try to get the best quality for y'all. We handpick everything. Pretty much everything we bring in is hand-picked. And if it's not hand-picked right when we buy it, it's hand-inspected when we do get it. So if we wouldn't use it in something we're making, we won't sell it to you. Donna says, yep, just grabbed a strand of the tourmaline and a strand of the larvicite. Thank you so much. All right, next up, who likes beryl? Beryl, anybody? B-E-R-Y-L, beryl. That's, you know, in the aquamarine family. What is it, morganite too? Am I right in that? Is it morganite or is it the other one I can never remember? Anyway, this is beryl. And I think I have 4 strands of this. These are already made up into these sliding knot necklaces. If you want to keep them that way, you can. At this price, if you want to tear them apart and use just the stones, you can as well. But I want to show you close up the quality of this barrel. These are graduated slightly as well. They are smooth rondelles. And just to give you an idea, these are all a little bit different, but this graduates from about 6.6 up to about 11. So same as the other ones we were talking about. Let me show you another strand of these. I like to show you multiples when we have them, even though, I mean, you can see them sitting here, but let go, let go. Beautiful barrel. Look at the clarity on these. I keep saying that, but we just have such good vendors. We have such great vendors that make sure we get this great clarity in these things. So there's barrel. So these started at $72 a strand, which honestly, probably they should be like close to twice that. But they start at $72. They're down to $61 for anybody to buy right now. Anybody in the world who wants to go to our sale collection is going to get them for $61 for the next week or until they sell out. But you all watching this know you can use code LIVE and save an extra 5%. So that's what, another $3 and something. So you'll get them for under $60 a strand, close to $58 a strand or so, if my math's right. So from 72 down to like $58, which is a crazy good deal for that quality. And like I said, these are already, for $58, these are already a necklace. You could just give those as gifts. You got a nice friend you want to get a gift for like 58 bucks? Easy, done. Christmas for that person, done, right? Good deals there. So there you go. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you think these are good deals. It really helps if you, I hope you think so. Comment, please comment if you do. It helps me know. This is S1194. If you want to find that in the online store, just type in S1194 into the search bar. Next up, I think these are one of the biggest deals of the evening, to be 100% honest with you. This is garnet. And these garnets, I'm going to show you another strand. Well, I'm going to show you all the strands, apparently, because these ones are all connected. These green garnet strands are spectacular. Like, look at how beautiful. There are different numbers on each because some of them are a little smaller, some of them are a little bigger. They vary in size, but I'm going to show you this strand, for example. These are like these faceted pillows. That's what I call them. I don't know what you call them, really. But I think they're so incredibly beautiful. You know, if you know me, you know I like green. And I love me some green garnet. I like this one a lot. That has some of the rough, but yet still has some of that garnet on it. Oh. Sometimes I like the odd ones, the weird ones, you know, what other people would be like, oh, that's not formed right, or that's not, those are the ones I like. Let me just show you another strand here so you can see. So these ones, for this giant things of green garnet, these were originally only $54 retail. So you can get these anytime on our website for just $54, which... Don't ask me how Andrew got those prices. I don't even know. I don't want to know the things he does for these prices, right? No, but Andrew says, I love it when the stones have a lot of character. Me too. But these are $54. And now they are on sale for anybody at $45.50 only $45.50. And then for you all using code LIVE, you get an extra 5% off of that $45.50. So you're bringing these down to almost, what, $42 somewhere in there? He'd be besmirching my name, y'all. So these are lovely, lovely, lovely stones. Down to like $42, $43 in my mental math. My mental math is going quickly though. My brain is starting to fog up, y'all. So from $54 down to about $42, $43. Great deal on those. Some nice big chunky green garnets. These are S0954. S0954. We have 4 strands available. This one's like glowing at me right here. Once these strands are gone, we will probably, I'm going to guess 100%, never going to see these kinds of prices again for this stuff. Just so you know. Just so you know. We will probably never see prices like this again. I will be surprised if we're ever to get prices like this again. So if you do see something you like, I hope you'll grab it. Okay, what is next? How about more barrel? You like the barrel? I like the barrel. All right, everybody, let me get these. These are stunning. These are not only barrel, but these are hand-carved barrel. And they are hand-carved little leaves in barrel in such beautiful clarity, like blue barrel. Aquamarine, y'all. Like, look at how clear that is. Like, that's super clear aquamarine. Like, you can see my finger behind there. Like, that's insane. You got the green barrel in there as well. You got a little bit of pink. This one has a little bit more pink in it. There's more of that pink in there. But just look. Now, these are not a cheap date, but you know, anymore, they're not much more than your regular date, right? These were $70 to start with per strand for hand carved, super good quality and clarity barrel. $70 a strand. Sell price on these is $60. Then you can take 5% off, and what's that make them? $57? From $70 down to $57. I don't know where you're going to find beautiful quality, super clarity barrel that's hand carved for $57 a strand other than here. I don't know. I don't know if you can. But there it is. Stunning, stunning strands. That is S0566. If you want to find that in the online store, just type in S0566. It'll take you right to it. We have 3 strands available. You, if you order them, will get one of these I'm showing you. There's no like hidden stuff anywhere. We don't like hide it and be like, I'm going to show them the good stuff and then we're going to send them the hidden not so nice stuff. No, you get one of these that you're seeing. What you see is what you get, y'all. Oh, these are nice too. Everything's so nice. I picked some good stuff, if I do say so myself. I don't think there's bad pickings on our website, but how about black tourmaline? You need to keep any of that bad energy away? We all could keep some of that bad energy away from time to time, right? These are black tourmaline. I have 3 strands of it here that I'm showing you. These are these little pebbles. And this is nice. Like, these are so pretty. They're highly polished, smooth pebbles of black tourmaline. These were $26 a strand. Let me show you what one strand looks like. $26 a strand, down to $22 in the sale. And then you're going to save 5% off of that. So $22 would take you to $220. 5% is $110. So just under $21, close to 20 bucks. For a strand of black tourmaline, which is so pretty. Like, I don't know if you can see how beautiful these are. I hope you can. But they are really, really nice. That's S1191. S1191. I have at least 3 different strands of black tourmaline I'm going to show you tonight. I don't know if I can find them all together here. I think I can. Let's show them just all together while you're looking at the black tourmaline. The next ones are going to be a little bit more expensive because they're shaped and faceted. They're shaped and faceted. Donna says, I have some green garnets I picked up when the water levels were down at my grandparents' lake house. That's cool. That's cool. I think I missed that comment earlier. Sometimes I say them in my head and I don't say them, or sometimes I probably repeat myself, but so sorry if I am. These are black tourmaline. This is S1195, and these are faceted hexagons. Faceted hexagons in black tourmaline. You want to make somebody some earrings that keep the bad juju away, keep that negative energy away. Make them some earrings with these black tourmaline faceted hexagons. So buy the strand. These are a little shorter strands. These are $34 normally. $34. Down to $28.50 on sale. Then plus your extra 5% with the code LIVE. So you're getting them for a good deal. And I mean, this is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, you know what it is. We have more strands of these. I have a few more. But no huge quantities, everybody. We're not a quantity dealer. So if you're looking for like 10 or 15 of strands of this, I'm sorry we don't have it. But we mainly cater, if you don't know us, we mainly cater to individual makers who are not making massive quantities of things. So sorry if you're looking for a ton of them. We don't have it because I know we're giving you good prices and you want to get the good prices, but we just don't. S1195. And then S1197 coming up. S1197 are these shapes in black tourmaline. If I can get the strands apart. Are these awesome shields? I call them shields. I don't know what you want to call them. But I think these would make awesome earrings too. Or just, you know, I think these, simply one of these on a silver chain like that. You know, a lot of people right now are wearing just a very simple, small pendant on a chain. And I think if you use these in that way to make little protection pendants or something, I think that would be great. And these ones are the same price as the last ones. They were $34, and they are now down to $28.50 before your special live code, which gives you an extra 5% off. So that's S1197. Okay, next up, blue chalcedony. Blue chalcedony. This is S0982. S0982. Blue chalcedony. And these are these large, smooth, kind of, I guess, barrels. And I think these are gorgeous beads. And that's also going to help you during Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde keeps the communication flowing in a good way, keeps those technological disasters from happening, hopefully. I keep my blue chalcedony all the time. These are a very light version. And this is S0982. These were $30 for a strand. Let me show you kind of what the strands look like. And these are down to $25.50. And then you get the extra discount of 5% off using discount code LIVE. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're giving you all, our viewers who watch our lives, this extra discount code LIVE. That only works on the items in the sale collection on our website. And we're not advertising that discount code anywhere else. Only you all who watch this video are going to know about it. All right. So everyone else gets them at $25.50, but you get a little extra bonus of 5% extra off. And you already get the 15 or more percent, which is what the sale collection has on it. Now, just to give you an idea, these are approximately 13.6 by 28.6. And it says minimalist is so in right now. I'm not a minimalist maker, so during my upcoming charity auction, I hope there are some maximalist folks out there. Yeah, minimalism is in jewelry making right now, but I'm kind of a maximalist too. But there is money to be made right now, I think, on the minimalist thing. So use small quantities of beads and make some money off of them. Make some money off of them, y'all. Okay. These are so cute. Let me just pull out. I'm going to pull up multiple strands. So these are tiny little strands of garnets. You can see on our tag, these were $6 only to start, which I think is a good price for these. We've had these for a number of different times. We've brought these in, and sometimes these fly off the shelf, and sometimes they sit around for a little bit. But these are, I think I have 4 strands here available. They were originally $6. We brought them down to $5 a strand, and then you're going to get an extra 5% off that, which I know is not a huge savings, but when they're only $6 to begin with, what do you expect, right? But these are great little drop garnets, faceted drops, and they're that beautiful kind of purpley color, more so than the red color in the garnet, which I love. I love the purpley color. These are S0274. S0274. All right. These are S0371. S0371. And these are tiny, meaning I think 3? Yeah, about 3 millimeter onyx. 3 millimeter onyx rounds. S0371. These were only $10 a strand to begin with. These are nice size strands too, by the way. They're down to $8.50, and then your discount code LIVE gives you an extra 5% off of that. So if you're looking for some nice small onyx smooth rounds, 3 millimeter, there you go. Beautiful stones. And we do have a number of those. So there you go. Just to show you. I think they're lovely. And that's a good price to begin with. Small stuff is becoming more and more expensive these days. I don't know if you've noticed it, but we definitely have. So even those at retail price, I think, are a good deal. If you have any questions as we go along, feel free to ask in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything I can. Andrew's also, I believe, watching to answer anything that he might be able to answer. I know he's also making things, I think, over there. Working on some stuff. All right. Next up, who needs large hole? And who needs beautiful large hole faceted amethyst? Look at that chunky hole through there. Beautiful quality amethyst, large hole strands. These were originally $20. We brought them down to $17 for this week for the sale. And then you get an extra 5% with that discount code LIVE. And just to give you an idea, these are around 11.6. Yeah, around 11.5 to 12 millimeter large hole faceted rondelles in beautiful, beautiful purple. Lovely shades of purple in that. Good quality amethyst. $20 retail, $17 for the sale, 5% extra off the sale price using discount code LIVE for you all. That's S0136. S0136. We'll take you directly to that product if you want to add it to your cart real fast. Anyone throwing some things in their cart tonight? I know we've gotten a few orders in. Anybody else making a cart full? I hope so. I hope you're liking these. I hope it's, and I hope you like this review of them. Because I know normally I just put the sale stuff out there and we don't normally do a review like this. So if you like these reviews, let me know too, if this helps you, or if you would have probably bought anyway. Let me know. It's always good to know. All right. Next up, we have some more beryl. Now this beryl is not the highest quality. It's still very nice. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And it says, yes, I am, and I do like to see them on video. It's helpful. Good. Like I said, I'm not going to show you all of the things we have. I don't know how many strands I chose, but I have at least 30 to 40 of them here tonight. This one's cracked. Sometimes that happens. Like I said, compared to some of the other beryl I've shown you tonight, this is not the highest of the quality tonight, but they're nice little pebbles if you don't need that super high quality, right? Maybe you're using this in a new project, or maybe you're doing it for a show where you can't charge. I know a lot of you go to shows where you can't charge those high prices for a lot of things. This is still beautiful beryl, which is aquamarine is in that family. And they're lovely little pebbles. $18 only for this strand originally, which I think is a really good price for beryl. When you figure beryl is aquamarine, so you translate that. Do you often find aquamarine like this in $18 a strand? No, you don't. But now we have it down to $15. So it's down to $15, and then you're going to save an extra 5% on that. Let me see if I can just show you another strand of this, just so you can see. We don't have many of these because I think at that price we sold out on a lot of these already. But Cindy says, love the live reviews. Good. Here's another strand of it. Like, I say this isn't the best quality. I don't mean to take away from it, because these are still really nice. And some of these have some really nice clarity and color to them. But when you compare them to some of the other more pricey beryl, of course, right? But on their own, for less than $15 a strand, definitely a beautiful deal. And you know, if you sell things, if you're one of those people who go to shows and sell things, you know that people love different stones, right? Do you find that too when you sell things at a show? Do you find when you tell people, oh, this has beryl, and they've never heard of beryl in their life, and they're like, ooh, when they find a new thing, people love that. So buy some beryl. Don't call it aquamarine, or maybe do. Some people love it when they know the stones, but some people love finding new stones and finding new favorites. And when you put those things in your designs that people don't know and they have to ask you about, that's another talking point, right? You get to know your customer a little bit. They get to know a little bit about you. You get to share an experience with them. Don't diminish that part of the sale, right? Don't diminish the time you get to spend teaching someone about something new, because they will go and they will tell their friends all about that new stone that they just learned about. And they will be so proud to be the one of their friends that know about this new stone. Believe me, people love that. So things like this that normally, a lot of people don't talk about, a lot of stones get significant love. And some stones just don't, right? So give some other stones love, let people learn about them, and you will make, happy customers. This is S1085. I believe that's a 5, S1085. Cheryl says, I picked up the ametrine 3mm and AAA ruby and sapphire to wire wrap around hoop earrings for this Christmas gifts. Nice. Speaking of that ametrine, I have it here. You didn't let me get to that yet, Cheryl. You didn't let me get to that yet. Let me show it. Now that you're talking about it, let me show it to you. Thank you for picking it up, by the way. You got a good deal on those. Really good deal on these. So as long as Cheryl didn't pick up all the strands, I have 4 strands of this ametrine. And this is 3mm ametrine, which is amethyst and citrine, right? Ametrine. 3mm faceted rounds. Look at these. Look how beautiful. These were $19 only a strand. I shouldn't even have put these on sale, because that's like a sale price already, to be 100% honest. On something this microfaceted, this small, on ametrine, $19 should have been the sale price. These go down to $16 on sale. And then when you use that code LIVE, you get an extra 5% off of that. Beautiful ametrine. Beautiful strands. Cheryl, you got some good stuff there. You're going to get one of these. Thank you so much for that. So there you go. Ametrine, $19, down to $16, down to less than $16 for that. Donna says, people at the shows I sell at are very, very interested in the quality and beauty of the stones. I sold a piece that had gemstones from us here at Allegory Gallery. He was buying it for his wife's birthday. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, we try to give you the best, like, I know you can shop around and you can probably find prices elsewhere, maybe lower, maybe. We try to give you the best prices we can. But we also try to give you that knowledge and also the knowledge of knowing you're buying from somebody you can trust. Like, you know, we hand pick everything. We want you to have the best of the best at the best prices we can give you. And I'm glad they loved it. I'm glad it worked out for you. We want people to be able to have those heirloom pieces and those birthday gifts. Donna says, no, because I've looked. Well, good. I'm glad we have good prices for y'all. We try very hard. So that's the ametrine S1155. S1155, as long as Cheryl didn't buy all the strands, because they are, it'd be easy to buy all those strands because they're inexpensive. And that's a deal you're not going to find probably elsewhere. You know what's another good deal you're probably not going to find elsewhere? Black spinel this cheap. Let me show you. So this is black spinel, and this is 2 millimeter black spinel. Black spinel, slightly heavier stone, has more mass to it. Sparkles like nothing else. Like, it sparkles like a sapphire. It's one of those harder stones. It gives you that hard sparkle. These strands of these, what I say they were, 2 millimeter faceted rounds. Normally they are just $14. Normally just $14 in store. Nice long strands. They're down to $11.50. I don't even, I try not to lose money on this stuff. Or at least, try to make a little bit on it. Down to $11.50, extra 5% off using discount code LIVE. These are S0320. S0320. If somebody doesn't buy us out of these at that $11.50, I will be surprised, because I know there are some black spinel lovers out there, and black spinel is not cheap oftentimes. This is an older stock we've got. They start, like I said, $14. To find these for $14 now, retail price, would be a hard find, let alone going down to $11.50 a strand, and then lower than that with the discount code. So S0320. All right. Oh, who likes garnets? We're going to look at some garnets again. It's like the garnet show, I feel like sometimes. There's nothing wrong with the garnet show. That's for certain. And these are those lovely purpley garnets that I love so much. Look at that beautiful color. Oh, these are approximately 13.5-inch strands of 3 millimeter micro-faceted garnets. Let me get those up close so you can really see that gorgeous purpley garnet color. Now, these are normally only $19 a strand, which we are crazy for selling them at that. Like, sometimes I wonder if the reason we don't sell things is because people look at them and they're like, surely that's not real for that price. Like, Are our prices too good that people are like, that's just dyed glass? These are not. These are real garnets. Normally $19 a strand, now on sale for $16 a strand. Cheryl says, I got a strand of those garnets today. They're beautiful. In the mail. She got these in the mail. Nice. Thank you. Sorry you missed the sale on those. But thank you for grabbing them. You got a deal anyway at $19. That's what I wonder. Like, do people think these, like, they're not selling real stuff? They can't be selling real stuff at that price. When they're $19, let alone bringing them down to $16, let alone giving you an extra 5% off of that $16 for micro-faceted real garnets. And let me show you just an individual strand of those so that you can see how beautiful. Don't take my word, don't take Cheryl's word, right? Check them out on your screen now. These are S1156. S1156. Approximately 13.5 inch strands of approximately 3 millimeter faceted garnets. Stunning quality, beautiful strand. Love them. Add them to your cart. Once we're out, I don't know if we'll ever see prices like that again. Now here's something I know is not for everyone, but for those of you who love it, you're going to love it. These are Goldstone chips, which, you know, Goldstone, it's a man-made stone, but this is like a deluxe long big strand of Goldstone chips, and these are normally $22.50. $22.50 down to $19, plus you get the extra 5% off using code LIVE. And sometimes you see Goldstone, and because, you know, it's man-made, it's not always the same. It's not always that sparkly. These are really good examples, and these are really good specimens of the Goldstone. So really nice long strands, less than $19 for all of you when you use that discount code LIVE. S0756 is the SKU to get you right to that. S0756. And remember, if you make an order with us and then you find, or I show you something new that you want to, that you got to add to that order, if you make multiple orders and you put in the comments, please combine. We'll do our best to combine and then refund your shipping on those. We do our best to do that. Sometimes the shipping still goes over depending on the weight, but we'll do what we can to combine and refund any shipping overages. We don't try to make money on your shipping. We just generally charge you what we're charged. We don't try to make money on that. Next up, some gorgeous labradorite coins. Labradorite faceted coins. And these, just to show you, are approximately 6.5 millimeters wide. And I think they are beautiful. They really flash when they hit the light, right, in certain areas. My lighting here is not great for that, but you're still seeing a little bit of flash here and there. But I think these are really pretty. These are normally $16.25, down to $13.50 only for the whole strand, $13.50. And then you save extra 5% using discount code LIVE. Hello, DominionMovement.com. Thank you for tuning in today. Good to see you here. Hope you're having a good week. We're doing a showing of, if you're just tuning in like they are, we're doing a showing of the items in our sale collection. Just to show you on screen some of these items that just have photos on the website. And we just put these on sale today. So if you go to our website at allegorygallery.com, it's listed up here. And you go to the main menu, there's a menu tab on there called Sale. And if you go to Sale, you will see these and more at great prices. And just because you're watching our video, all those prices in the sale collection are already at least 15% off. And if you're watching this video, you get the extra 5% off if you use code LIVE. But we're not sharing that with anybody else other than those of you who watch this video. So it's just a little bonus for watching our videos. Thank you so much. Oh, I love these so much. Okay. Another microfaceted goodie. You can tell when I told you, if you missed that at the beginning, I hand select every week the items that go into the sale collection. We don't do it in any kind of automated way. We don't, have a bot that picks things that, like aren't selling or things that are selling or anything like that. I hand pick everything. And I picked a lot of the microfaceted stuff today because I was into it. This is microfaceted golden fluorite. Yeah. I don't know how anyone could not love this. Let me get this strand up here. Microfaceted golden fluorite. These are, looks like 2 millimeter. Yeah, 2 millimeter to 2.5 millimeter golden fluorite. Look at how beautiful those are. These are $16 only. Normally, that's the retail price, $16, down to $13.50. I'm like giving them away at this point. $13.50 on sale, and then you save an extra 5% on that using your discount code. Golden fluorite. Look at that. Let me just... If you like those pastel colors like I do, you're probably in love right now. If you don't, maybe you're like, move on. But I love pastels, and I think these are so beautiful. I could just stare at this all day. I won't make you stare at it all day, but I could stare at it all day. Golden fluorite, S0943. Less than $13.50 once you plug in that discount code LIVE. Down from $16 only to begin with. S0943 is the SKU if you want to jump right to that portion of the website. Okay. Maybe you like garnets and you don't like the purpley garnets. You like the more red garnets. Well, we've got them for you. We've got them for you. And I just want you to know, these garnets, let me show you. These are these beautiful, the red garnets. Like, look at those. And these are beautiful stones. Let me see. There we go. Let's get them untied from each other. Now I want to show you something else. We are retailing these for $18 a strand. $18 a strand retail. I want to show you. These are garnets. This is what our vendor recommends. Dealer price, that means wholesale price, $18 a strand. Manufacturer suggested retail price, $36 a strand. We are already retailing these to you at what our vendor tells us we should be wholesaling these at. All right. So if that tells you how good we try to make our prices, if that doesn't tell you, nothing is going to tell you. We are giving these to you at what our dealer tells us we should wholesale these. If we were a wholesaler, this is what we should be wholesaling these at. And we're selling them to you retail. Now, that being said, you are getting 15% off of these, which we're bringing that down to $15 a strand, which is below wholesale if you're keeping an eye out, if you're keeping track. And then you're using discount code LIVE to save an extra 5% off of that. So for less than $15, you're getting a strand of garnets that our manufacturer, our vendor, says should be $36 a strand. How about that? Anne says, yes, please. Stones in the red family are my favorite, right? Donna says, those are some juicy garnets. Michelle says, I have these too. Thank you, Michelle. Those are a good deal. We only have 5 strands of those. So grab them now, unless somebody has already grabbed some. Great deal. And that just goes to show you, like when we say that we're giving you good deals, or we think we're giving you good deals, I think we're giving you really good deals. Generally, just in general. S0944 is the SKU if you want to go and get those and just add them to your cart. S0944. Heck, you could buy those and resell them yourself at that price, right? All right. Next up, how about some labradorite pebbles? Who doesn't need some labradorite pebbles in their lives? I do. I'm glad they're in my life. And these have some really, sometimes pebbles don't always have a lot of flash. These have a lot of nice flash in them for being inexpensive. Wait till I tell you the price. Inexpensive pebbles. How much are these a strand? Well, you might say, are they $24 a strand? Because that would not be too much, I think. But they're not. Are they $18 a strand? Nope. Still not right. Surely I should be going the other way, right? Nope. $16 a strand? Nope. Well, surely they're not less than $12 a strand. Still not there. We retail these for $10 a strand. Boy, the more I talk about this, the more I'm like, we need to hike up our prices. We retail these for $10 a strand. They are on sale right now for $8.50 a strand only. Donna says, I have some of those, and let me tell you, they are flashy. You can see, right? You can see the flash happening. $8.50 on sale for this week only. But you can get them for even less when you plug in that code LIVE to save an extra 5% off of that sale price. So here you go. What I think could reasonably be sold for $24, $22, somewhere in there per strand, really being sold for less than $8. Or very close to $8. I think it'd be just over $8 with the 5%. So there you go. Somebody just buy them all, because at $8 a strand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands left at that price. We'll probably never see that price again. S0469 is the SKU if you want to go and just grab those. They're about 9mm by 7, but as you could see, they're a little bit varied. But I would say 9 by 7 or so is what it is. What else do I have in here? How about some shorty strands of some Kambaba jasper? Yeah, we have some, everyone loves the flashy stones, but some people really, I love Kambaba jasper. I think it's really pretty. And you can't have all flash all the time, everybody, right? Can't just have all flash all the time. Sometimes you need something a little bit more neutral. Not that these are really that neutral. They're pretty flashy stone on their own in their own way. But these ones are about 10 millimeter. Let me make sure that was right. 10 millimeter, yes. 10 millimeter stones, shorty strands. Originally $8 only a strand, which is dang good. They should probably be $12 to $14 anymore, but old stock means old pricing, $8. Put them on sale at $6.50 a strand, and you've got a real winner there. $6.50 only. I'm telling you right now, at $6.50, even before you put that code live in there, if you just take that and turn that into a stretch bracelet, which on me, let me see, on me, maybe, would just about fit. Sorry, the camera's really low, so it's hard for me to do that. But just to show you, on my guy wrist, that would be a strand, that would be a bracelet. If you were buying that for less than $6.50, you could just string that on stretch cord, double or triple that price. There's no reason you couldn't sell that for $18 for a bracelet, and you're done. Why am I even telling you this? I should just do that myself. I should take these off the strand, put them on a stretch cord, and sell them in the store for $18 to $22, and I'd probably sell them all day. So if you don't do it, I'm probably going to do it next week. So you have until next Thursday to do that before I do it myself. All right. Anne says 10 millimeter, the perfect bead size. Cindy says the magic size, right? Well, I think these are pretty magical too. And these are only 6 millimeter. But look at this. Botswana agate, matte Botswana agate. This is kind of that sandblasted look again, that matte look. These have some really beautiful variations in them. 6 millimeter. These are originally, if I can read my own writing, I think $15 a strand only. They should at least be 18 to 20. They're only 15 retail, down to $12.75. Down to $12.75. And then you take the extra 5% off using that discount code LIVE. And you've got yourself a dang good deal for some Botswana agate. This is another stone. Like I said, if you made a bracelet, guys love these kind of darker colors. Not that, anyone can love them, but these are kind of an easy seller, I think, for guys. If you want to have guys' jewelry at your booth or your craft show, just to have something, string them up and stretch. You're going to get probably 2 or 3 of them per strand here. And when you're buying the strand for less than $12.75, you're making some money. You don't even have to talk anyone into that sale, right? That's easy. When you're looking at what? If you can get 3 of those, you just put $4. If you're selling them for $12 to $18, you're like tripling, quadrupling, quintupling almost your money. That's S0479. Again, as I'm going through these and talking myself into it, These ones that don't sell, I'm probably going to be making some bracelets next week, just so you know. Just so you know. I need some bracelets in the store, some nice stretch ones for all the kids coming in who don't want to do it themselves. Did I tell you that SKU? S0479. I think I did. Cindy says, love those Botswana beads. Have some of those. Good. Use them. Use them up. All right. You're going to freak over these. More like you're going to freak over the price of these. This is citrine. These are citrine ovals. I'm going to show you. Beautiful clarity. Beautiful light color in these. Citrine ovals. Let me give you approximately 8 millimeters by, and I'm just grabbing one, 8 by about 10. 8 by 10 or so. You know what the retail on these was? The retail that we were charging for these is only $10 a strand. They're now $8.50 a strand, which, look, $8, and let me show you one strand. $8.50, another no-brainer. And then you're going to get that extra 5% off if you plug in code LIVE. That's a really nice price for citrine. And I don't know about you, but I will say in our store lately at Allegory Gallery, citrine has been a big seller. It is one of the most requested stones right now. I don't know what's going on in the world. I am not on the TikTok very often. I don't know if that's something that's happening there. But I have been getting so many people coming in for the loose tumbled citrine stones and asking for citrine beads. And so if that's the case for you, these are a great price at less than $8.50 for those per strand. S0543 is the SKU. S0543. I hope you're all filling up your carts with these cheapo strands. I say cheap. They're inexpensive strands. They're good quality, but they are freakishly good pricing. Next up, Amazonite. Amazonite faceted rondelles. This is a shorty strand, but these are a really nice quality. Like, look at the color in those. Very nice quality on those. These are $18 normally retail. And for that quality, that's a really good price. I'm just going to show you. We have more than one. So just so you know, they're all beautiful. All right, natural Amazonite. They're approximately 8 millimeters. Faceted rondelle, approximately 8-inch strands. These are normally $18. And we put them on sale right now for $15. And then you use that code LIVE to save an extra 5%. Cindy's looking for Amazonite in smooth matte. I don't know that we have any of that. You can check the online store and search for it if you haven't already. And if you see something and you want to know, let me know that you're seeing it, and I can go and try and pull it from the shelf right now and show you it on camera if you see something in our online store. But I don't know that we have smooth matte Amazonite right now. But we do have the faceted glossy, faceted tumbled. And it's less than $15 now for you all watching. Now I am down to about the last 3 strands, y'all. And for those of you who have hung in there with me, thank you. We started out with about 26 people on this live, and I'm down to 13. I'm down to half. So thank you all for hanging out so long. I know this is not the most exciting thing for some people, but for me, it's super exciting. I could do this all night. I just can't put the whole store on sale like this all the time. But if you do see something right now, I'm going to call it out right now. If you do see something in the sale collection that I have not shown you yet and you want to see it, put it in the comments, list it what it is, and I can try quickly to go to the shelves and pull those items for you to show you on camera. I can't guarantee I'm going to get to everybody, but we can try. Cindy says, sounds like you're chewing on rocks. Uh-oh, I don't know what's going on over there sound-wise. I'm not chewing on rocks, I promise you. Don't eat the beads, everybody. Don't eat the beads. Okay. All right. Oh, no. Strand down. I don't want to roll over these with my rolly chair because these are too beautiful to crush. These are green apatite. Green apatite. Microfaceted green apatite. Do you see that ever often? No, probably not. We don't see green apatite very often. Let me show you. We got lots. I mean, and by lots, I mean a few. And once they're gone, they're gone. So, but for us, this is a lot. We don't normally buy this much unless we see something really special. And this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 strands. I have 10 strands of this. Sometimes when we see something special, we buy more than our normal 3 to 5 strands. And that's what we did for these. So 1 strand of that looks like that. There's the other ones. They all look beautiful. This is normally $23 for the green apatite, something you don't see very often, I think, especially microfaceted. And at this size, which is 3 millimeters, 3 millimeter microfaceted green apatite, $23 retail, $19.50 on sale, only $19.50 on sale. And you get them even less expensive than that using discount code LIVE. You'll save an extra 5% off of that sale price. So there you go. Green apatite. And next to last, we have ruby in zoisite. You may, if you watch these shows often, you may have seen me show you these. Ruby in zoisite. Normally when you see ruby and zoisite, you see a lot of zoisite, which is the green, and a little tiny bit of the ruby. These are exactly the opposite. These are practically zoisite in ruby, is what they should be called. Because it is mostly all ruby. So these are pretty much ruby strands with a little bit of zoisite. And these are these faceted, how many sides do these have? Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons. And we have a few strands of these. Now these are not cheap. These are originally $120. $120. And there are all 3 strands that we have available. But I think these are gorgeous. Like, look at the colors. These are something special. These are really luscious rubies. Look at the colors in there. Just stunningly gorgeous rubies. So these are $98 on sale, down from $120, and then you get an extra 5% off that $98 price using code LIVE. So those are really stunning. Cindy says, saw those beautiful zoo. I don't know what that means, Cindy. Is that a typo? These are S0985. S0985. And again, $98 on sale. Add your discount code, you'll get an extra 5% off of that. So what's that, an extra $4.50, something like that, somewhere in there. The name of that stone, that was technically, technically it's ruby inzoisite. So that's ZOISITE, I think, zoisite. Ruby inzoisite. When you look that up, you will see usually, most often, you will see a little bit of ruby, which is the red, in a lot of green. So it's a little bit of ruby in a sea of green. These have a tiny bit of green on some of them, enough that, you know, we're just calling it still ruby inzoisite instead of just calling them rubies. Because honestly, these are pretty much rubies. So ruby inzoisite. So when you look that up, you'll see the difference. You'll see what I mean. And we do have some very pretty ruby inzoisite in the store and in the online store, but normally it doesn't look anything like that because those are pretty much rubies. The last strand, other than Cindy wants to see the yellow opal, so I'll check that out after this. The last strand I'm going to show you is a strand of aquamarine. And this is aquamarine hexagons, barrels. And this is a green aquamarine, heading toward almost like that moss aquamarine. Giant, beautiful, chunky aquamarine barrels. Not a cheap date, y'all. This is like your anniversary date, right? You're going out for an anniversary meal with this one, but it's also worth it, right? It's your anniversary and it's worth it. So these, I have only the one strand of these. We only have one strand. This is the strand. What you see is what you're getting. This is $280 retail, down to a whopping only $238 on sale. So already down from $280 down to $238. And then you are going to get that extra 5% off of that if you want it, using discount code LIVE. So one of these available, well worth the price. If you're doing that minimalist jewelry that we were talking about, you would put one of these like that on a silver chain, sell it for $30 or $40 for the necklace. Keep doing that, and you'll make your money back doing that probably pretty easily. But I mean, even at $25 for that in a silver chain, that's what, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $575. Even if you're selling them on a silver chain for $25 with a little pendant, which even the younger kids can afford. All right, so there you go. Aquamarine, more of the green kind of mossy aquamarine. 280 retail down to 238, less 5% if you use discount code live off of that price. It's S0986. Now, one moment, Cindy. I will go find the yellow opal. It's just going to take me a few minutes to find that and pull it on the shelves, and I will show you what the yellow opal looks like. Well, I would show you the yellow opal, but it's the one bag that's missing, and I don't know why. Barb may have had it out. Barb's our shipping helper. May have had it out for another order, and it is not around. So I'm sorry, I can't show it, which is, I don't know why. So sorry about that, Cindy. But it is really the one thing that I pulled out. I'm like, it is not where it's supposed to be. So we're gonna have to go on a hunt for the yellow opal, because I do have 3 strands showing in stock right now, but unfortunately, I cannot find it. So I'm gonna have to ask her where it might be. But if you email us, I'll be happy to take a video of it and show it to you. I'll send you a video of the through email of what it looks like on video if you want. Happy to do that. Let me flip the camera around real quick. Maybe real quick, if my camera would flip. All right. So yeah, I don't know why. It's in a series. Everything's in the series and it's not there. So she must have it set aside for some reason, whether it's to ask me about something Who knows? But I don't want to mess up with her whole system she's got going on, because I do that enough. But if you do, like I said, if you send us an email, I'll be happy to take a video of it and show it to you that way. We do that quite often with things. All right, y'all. Thank you. 12 of you who've stayed here with me for the last almost 2.5 hours. I really appreciate it. I hope you found some good things. Again, I know some people, Sandra was asking about holding orders. If you ever need to place an order, but you are traveling or something like that, in the order, there's a place to put notes. And if you put the notes there, we're happy to do whatever we can to try to make your life easier. So if you put the date when things can ship out, when you know you're going to be home again, if you put that in the notes and things like that, we're happy to try our best to make that happen for you. All right. We can't do a lot of holding because we don't have a lot of space. We are here at Star Cottage Studio, but we do only have a small amount of space still for the shipping department, but we are happy to do what we can to make your lives easier too. So thank you all for tuning in. And it says, thank you. I did find good things. Good. Thank you, June. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everybody who's been watching and hanging out. We're going to go get some food. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. If there is anything else in the sale collection that you would like to see that I didn't show you, again, send us an email and I'll be happy to try and take a video of it and send you a video of what that looks like. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Maybe more African beads. Who knows? Maybe something else. But we'll see you again. Bye, everybody.